watch it in the background. That's what I do. You think I actually keep up with all of these streams? Are you kidding me? They're just always playing in the background.
The Jedi told me to watch One Piece, Andy. Andy, the Jedi need my help to watch One Piece.
Go watch One Piece. Come back to Minecraft, though. Because if any of more my friends abandon Minecraft, I will start making new friends and dragging them into the group.
No, you wouldn't dare. Sing to me, Talia, muse of comedy, of the rats, and the pirates they live in the shoes of. Sing of the creations that feed our waves and settle the scores. Welcome to FanDive. My name is Chaos.
And my name is Andy. We're doing POW Creations today.
Today we're talking about POW Creations. We're going to focus in on, like, 2 things, but the general topic is like, wow, POW Creations. POW Creations is a, I think their official tagline is like an SMP concept company or group or something. It's Applecun, Applecuna, Applecuni, Applecun. Appo. No, it's Apple. It's Apple. So it's by Apple and Orange Juice. Oh, it is a production company. Yay! So basically, 2 friends went, I have an idea for an extremely modded, extremely unique-looking SMP. The 2, there might be more, but the 2 that we're focusing in on is Pirates SMP and Rats SMP.
Yeah, there's SMPs. These two just happen to be created by the same people, and we're talking about both of them because
we're talking about
that's what we're doing. You can fight us if you don't want to, or just push pause. Oh no!
Listen. I freaking love, like, anytime, like, it's like the POW Creations are doing stuff again, and I'm like, the cast is gonna be whoops all bangers. Rats 1, Rats 2, Pirates, whoops all bangers. Like, every time they announce someone new in this group, I'm like, I either know them and I love them, or I'm being introduced to them and I'm like, yeah, sure, they're gonna be awesome.
Yeah, because if they somehow have gotten there, well, they're here now. Fun. That's just how life is. And so far, it's worked, as far as I'm aware.
I have truly enjoyed it. Now then again, I am a boats/pirate person. I do fancy myself a bit of a sailing ship. But you know, that might be just my bias speaking.
So, these are both Minecraft SMPs where there's several people, but they are not survival SMPs in the typical way. They are more specifically storytelling, where somebody has created a character beforehand and are making stuff from that. In Pirates SMP, there's a couple people who really didn't have much of a character beforehand, but in Rats, they had, like, pictures and a few key points about who that character is. And that's who they are.
They got, like, introduced beforehand to the audience of, like, this is the trash rat. This is the engineering rat. Like, people got set up beforehand. Of, like, we were introduced to this character before we've seen them in the Minecraft world.
Exactly. And that was kind of fun because it's always... It was delightful when it was like, this newest thing is coming. A picture! That person's gonna be in it too! Let's go! And that's how we found out. That's how I found out, at least, who was all in it, was the different releases of those characters.
A lot of SMPs just do a thing where it's like, yeah, episode 1 videos have released. Look at the person's description, see everyone else who's in it. And I'm like, or, hear me out, special art announcement? Maybe?
Woo!
So, to say the obvious, in Rats SMP, they play as rats. In Pirates SMP, they play as pirates. Rats SMP, there's 2 seasons, but, like, focus in the very broad term. You play as rats, and you live in a house, and you're trying to survive not being caught by the people living in the house. There was a murderous rat. There was... I just have this very vivid memory of, like, Tubbo being in Rats SMP and getting caught in this corner and, like, screaming for help. And everyone's like, dude, you got yourself in this. And if we go help you, we're gonna get caught, too.
I loved because things like the cats were not originally there. There was a storyline that they were discovering, Because some of the rats could read, some of the rats could write, some of them couldn't. Some of them were good at food, and so they would find letters and be like, "What's this?" And they would bring the letter back and be like, "Oh no, they're gonna tear down the house." And write a note to them, pretending to be the exterminator, saying the rats are gone now. And the exterminator brings the cats in to try to take them out. Like, there was step-by-step progressions of this in the world itself. They had the pre-made boundaries of where they were. They carved out the little home in it, and then they discovered elements of story, learning about the people living in the house that they are occupying. And I enjoy it because it is different than a lot of other SMP stories. It wasn't, you have to do it this exact way, and it also wasn't, I don't know, we'll see what happens. It was, we have a few points. Get there.
It was a lot of discovering the lore of the world, like lore in the true sense of like the backstory of how you are where you are now. It wasn't so much of like, you can do whatever you want, because yeah, like you mentioned, there were limitations, but it wasn't like, this is a strict script, you must say this to me so I can react and go off and do this thing. It's like, no, the world around you is going to tell its story regardless of if you're a part of it or not.
That was also fun because there were creators who were not as much part of the storytelling, but would come in for a few days, add a little bit of humor, and then leave, and then that wouldn't be a problem.
One of my favorite things from Pirates SMP is that like CPK was brought in originally to just be like, now you're part of this pirate faction and you're part of this pirate faction, and then went away because like CPK was not officially part of Pirates SMP. And then later on they're like, we kind of want CPK back. And so like CPK just like started a stream one day, stuck in a cage on some random island, and it's like, everyone's like, oh, aren't you the recruiter? And CPK's like, I have a fox mask. You can't see who I am.
You have no idea who I am. Shush, shush,
shush, shush, shush, shush, shush, shush, shush.
Lizzie in Empires 2 be like,
I'm human. Look at my mask. I love it.
I am a little bit unfocused.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're talking about two very separate SMPs right now. Let's put them in the same conversation, right?
Yeah. Pirates are great.
Pirates.
I did love it because they had guns and ships, and those were great. Those were fantastic things. Cleo got shot at twice and was just like this angry mother, but the rats hold something dear to me.
Meanwhile, I adored the quest system they had set up on Pirates SMP, and just like, you want to go discover the lore of this world? Because it wasn't so much like Rats, where it's like, it's happening to you. It's like, no, you need to go find this now. This is happening. You gotta
go find this Martin in a little wood. I swear to God, stop finding Watcher lore.
And he was just like, I have a nose for treasure, and then he actually finds treasure. It's like, oh, I guess it wasn't lying.
Martin in the little wood, I swear. I don't, please no, that's said with the most affection. Love his content.
In the kindest way possible. Any SMP is available to become Watcher lore. That is a threat.
It's not even Watcher lore. It's like in the Nether stream.
We keep saying we're gonna talk about it, but like he does. One day we will. We will talk about the VTuber lore that Martin has, and the fact that he has to go get like chests and loots from these things, and like he finds them in the world. And POW Creations, as they are largely stream based SMPs, because some people make YouTube videos about them, but they are structured to be streamed, they're more accessible to stream based lore, like VTubing lore.
Yeah. They're great. I appreciate the people who put in the time to set up these worlds and set up the storyline without making it a pressuring thing, because that does take a lot of skill, especially when you have so many creators involved, because everybody is unique and you have to idiot-proof it, basically. And they just did it in such a way that it allowed for creativity and allowed for fun, and I admire that a lot, and I know that a number of creators have also really enjoyed this kind of setup. this kind of foundation for them to build off of.
Now, I will say, one thing that, like, just not for me, I know a ton of people love it, but not for me, POW Creations does tend to lead into, like, some more darker storytelling, and, like, I get the angsty aspect, but every now and then I'm like, we don't need the world to actively be ending, right?
Why not? Why not? Because every SMP will end, except for like Mog Swamp for some reason. But every world is going to end, and especially in Minecraft.
Yes,
so
but
storytelling is good to have a.
I think maybe this is just I've been exposed to too much very similar type of media the past few years, but like I'm starting to really want stories with smaller stakes. I'm like, I want the stake to be like the threat of something going wrong to be very small, very localized, so it feels more real. Because after a while, it's like, oh, the world's ending again. So anyways, and it's just like,
is that not our real life?
Yeah. I'm like, I am so over the world ending. I think I need something a little bit smaller. And, you know, that's a me opinion. That's 100% a me opinion.
Because I said it previously. Well, that's what Mog Swamp is for.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Phil's a Minecraft.
His name is Philza. Philza Minecraft. But Philza Minecraft, like, the lore he's telling in his hardcore world is that the world had already ended. Disaster had already struck.
It's not ending now.
Yeah. And isn't that neat?
And Mog's just building a flat world.
And isn't that neat?
We love it. We love to see it.
I truly enjoy like all that POW Creations has like put out. It's like look at the things that we could do, and it's like really accessible to the community. I'm just like, oh, every time I watch it, I'm like, it's just out of reach. It always feels like, you know how like a lot of SMPs feel like you could do this yourself. POW Creations has truly mastered and we are just a step out of reach, and like that's cool. I enjoy that.
It's a you issue.
That's a me issue, but I truly do enjoy it though.
Because to me, it more feels like a new version of streaming, where it is. We got it in some of the pandemic streaming, but not in the same way at all. Where it feels like a show is going on in front of you, like it doesn't, but it has the production value of there's a set, there's a cast, there's a costume department.
The Quackity lore. Anytime Quackity sits down and does lore, it's like, I'm watching a whole movie. Aren't you like going to law school right now? When did you have time to become like a cinematographer?
It is unique in the way that it can do that while streaming and has not fallen apart on itself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, people keep telling me to go watch White Pine. It's like murder mystery Minecraft YouTube series that's set up like that, like production quality stuff. I haven't done it yet, but man, is it on my list.
I watched episode 1.
Is it good?
Yeah. I mean, it's not for me, but it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
But that's more because I have one thing and I stick to it, not because it was bad.
It's not Minecraft Hermitcraft.
It is Minecraft, it is not Hermitcraft, therefore, I don't know.
Welcome back to Minecraft from the Hermitcraft server. It's not that.
Whoa.
It's not that.
Live series is also good. I can do live series.
Yeah, I enjoy CPK wherever he shows up, and then I enjoy. Dude, I was about to say Captain Puffy. It's been a hot minute since I've watched a Captain Puffy stream, and I know she was on Pirates SMB for at least a little bit. I don't think I actually sat down and watched any of that. I'm like, oh, I feel the need. I need to go watch that now.
Do it.
I have so many other things to do, though.
Watch it in the background. That's what I do. You think I actually keep up with all these streams? Are you kidding me? They're just always playing in the background.
The Jedi told me to watch One Piece, Andy. Andy, the Jedi need my help to watch One Piece.
Go watch One Piece. Come back to Minecraft, though. Because if any of more of my friends abandon Minecraft, I will start making new friends and dragging them into the group.
No, you wouldn't dare.
You would still be my friend, but if any more of my friends leave Minecraft, I'm getting more of you guys. You know I can do it. You know my ability to just pick people up.
Indeed. Indeed I do. Well.
Indeed.
Indeed. let's move on to the Q&A. Question number 1. What piece of media would you love to forget so you can experience it for the first time again?
I want to play Spiritfarer again.
I normally I like when I pick these questions, I can think ahead of the answer, but I'm like, do I have one? You know what? I don't remember watching Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time. To me, it feels like I've just always known that piece of media. I would love to like sit down and watch it for the first time properly.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. I have not seen basically any shows or movies that people typically would.
Andy.
Like, you can name something, and I bet I haven't seen it.
Andy. But it's Avatar:
Except
The
for
Last Airbender.
No, I have seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. Technically, I've seen it. But I think I saw a reaction to it, actually.
Andy.
Yeah, I suck. I know. I've not seen Star Wars. I've not seen Hunger Games. I've not seen Harry Potter. I don't see things.
To be fair, the first, I just joked about it a minute ago, but like, yes, I work for the local Jedi Guild, and at one point I like casually mentioned that I've never actually seen a Star Wars movie, like sit down and watch one. Like, I'm sure they've been on like TV and they've played in the background around me, but I've never, it's been pure cultural osmosis. And so there was recently like a rescreening of episode 3 when the dude becomes Vader or whatever, and they made me go to it. They're like, you can't work for the Jedi and not know the Star Wars movie.
I have a new contestant.
Mm-hmm.
The Princess Bride.
Andy.
No, I've seen it. That's what I'm saying, is I would want to see it for the first time.
Have you read the book?
No.
Read the book. It will give you that experience.
My mother set the movie in front of me one time and just left.
It's good.
I was like, okay. What's the Monty and the Holy Grail or something?
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I was supposed to watch that in like a university class. It was supposed to be like, you've done your finals, but we still technically have another class on schedule. It's going to be movie night. And then it straight up didn't work. Like, we just could not get the movie to play, which I think kind of honors the movie.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I think it was that one, though it might have been a different Monty Python thingy, that first introduced me to the horrifying nature of rabbits.
Oh yeah, no, that's Quest for the Holy Grail.
Yeah. It's never left me. I'm not actually scared of them, but boy do I understand the humor.
Question number 2. If you could talk to animals, what specific animal would you like to talk to? Like, say beavers and bears have different languages. Like, which one? Bird? Or what kind of bird?
I already crow.
Crows can basically speak human.
No, they can't.
Have you met a crow?
Yes, I have met many crows. That's the whole deal. They do not have the vocal cords the same way that many of the parrots do. They can do things, but they have their own language. I want to know their language more than I already do, because I had to make up my own crow language and teach it to my birds. And it's not. We can't even do anything complex. It's just things like names that I can do with the birds and be like, you specifically with a specific type of car. I want to actually know how to speak with them.
See, on the one hand, I would love to be able to understand what my dog wants, but also it's like, I'd be so worried if it would just be like...
I don't want to know what my dog's actually saying, because I can't understand my dogs well enough, but I fear if I could understand the words, that it would just be like screaming, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Dude,
and
the other day,
fast.
I had to take like a family member to go like get new glasses or something, or like pick frames or whatever, and they're like, yeah, let's take the dog, and I'm like, we'd have to leave the dog in the car, and we're like, it's okay, we'll be fast, and it's like, we rolled down the windows a little bit because, you know, we're leaving a dog in the car.
Yeah.
And like, as we walk away, we can just hear the crying and the yelping and the please come back, and I'm like, why did we bring the dog with us? Why did we do this?
I don't want to understand my dogs because I fear they would sass me and that I would get old fast. Because the one dog is just going to be screaming. It's not even going to be intelligent words. It's just going to be screaming. And the other dog is going to sit there and go, no, I don't want to. And then not move.
I think
Let me have my
birds is the
birds.
correct answer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Birds.
All right, question number 3. If you were a transformer, what vehicle/object would you turn into?
Oh, toaster oven.
Toaster oven. What was it? This was an actually question, so I don't know if this is true or the actually incorrect part, but apparently there's a transformer that could turn into like a pen.
Yeah.
It's I feel like I would need to be something with wheels. I feel the need to move.
The question was vehicle, but I want to be one of those little beetle. Is that what they're called? The little bug cars.
Oh yeah,
little...
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one of those, but specifically a custom painted one with little spots or something. I don't know.
Oh, you know what would be so funny? I don't think this is my answer, but it would be so funny. Like those children toys on wheels. There's this person I follow on TikTok right now who this person got popular because they were complaining about how like signage in the UK was directing people to the wrong pay here to park sign and everyone's getting tickets about it. They had another video thing going on where it's like this 7-year-old toy of like being in a little car and driving around with your feet versus this suitcase with wheels on it that was also like a children's toy. Which one is faster? Like if I could be that like children's toy on a wheels, that would be so funny.
Yeah. The fast food toys that are just like characters on wheels. What about, hear me out, hippie van?
Ooh. I don't say. I was like, oh, I could be something practical, like a hatchback car. And I'm like, that's too practical for someone called Chaos.
No. So here's the thing. I don't know what I would be, but I would be something custom painted with faulty things, but everyone's like, that's such a cool thing. And you don't look under the hatch. It's the kind of really old cars where they're really, really proud of the car, but it breaks down and you have to get the special fuel for it. But like, it's a fantastic car. It's pretty custom. That's what I am.
I move too much to have like a car where like your trunk is separated from your back seat. Like if I became a car, I must be something where you can shove a whole desk inside and not worry about it.
Hippie van. No. Hold on. A bus that was remade into a mobile home.
Oh yeah, the tiny living life.
Imagine a transformer transforming into a house.
And I transform into a tiny house? Yes.
Woo!
Yeah, that checks out. I would be...
I don't think I understand Transformers.
I don't think it matters. I truly don't. Yeah, I would be a children's toy on wheels, and he would be a house. I think that's where we are.
Lunch buggy.
Ow! Goodbye.
I'm not next to you.
Goodbye. Hey guys, Chaos from Editing here to say that literally 5 minutes after we finished recording this episode, POW Creations announced that their April Fool's joke, Cowboys SMP, was going to become a real thing. So we didn't talk about it at all in this episode, but keep an ear out in the future because we may just bring it up later. Alright, see you in the sign-off. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of FanDive. We'll be back again next Monday diving into yet another fandom. Have a topic or question for the podcast? Head over to our website, fandive.tumblr.com. There you can also find any episode relevant images and general shenanigans that we get up to. It is Tumblr, after all. We're not afraid of being fans of things.